What if I told you the biggest story in the electric vehicle revolution isn't happening in Silicon Valley? While the world's eyes are glued to the heart of American innovation, something even more transformative is unfolding far from the familiar glow of California's tech corridors. The real titan in this race is a company you might not even recognize if you passed its headquarters. It's not a household name in the US, at least, not yet. This is a manufacturing powerhouse, a battery technology leader, quietly expanding its reach across the globe. Including the US, with every passing month, its influence grows, reshaping the landscape of electric mobility. The breaking news story as I was making this video is that Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has touted a renewed relationship with China as he announced a new deal with Beijing on electric vehicles in canola. The Canadian government has agreed to remove the 100% tariff on all Chinese EVs, and will now allow 49,000 Chinese electric vehicles into the market at a tariff rate of 6.1%. When the US President Donald Trump was asked to respond to news about the Canadian Prime Minister's deal with China, Trump responded with the quote, "Well, it's okay, that's what he should be doing. If you can get a deal with China, you should do that." Trump reaffirmed his desire for Chinese automakers to build vehicles in the US. If they want to come in and build a plant and hire you and hire your friends and your neighbors, that's great, I love that, Trump said. Let China come in. The ground is shifting beneath the industry's feet, and you're here early, witnessing the dawn of a new era before most people even realize what's coming. Forget the noise and hype swirling around familiar brands. We're diving into the one company with the scale, ambition, and technology to truly redefine transportation as we know it. Today's big question, is this Tesla-crushing EV stock your ticket to becoming a millionaire? We're talking about China's BYD, Build Your Dreams. Ticker symbol, BYDDY, a company that's been methodically plotting its move into the US market step by step, with a strategy that's as bold as it is calculated. This isn't just another car company, it is an industrial juggernaut, building everything from the ground up. From raw materials to finished vehicles, BYD controls every link in the chain. BYD's power comes from total mastery of its supply chain. They don't just assemble cars, they engineer the batteries, design the chips, and even mine the minerals that make it all possible. Imagine a car maker that not only designs its vehicles, but also mines its own lithium, manufactures its own microchips, and even builds the buses that ferry its workers to the factory floor. This is vertical integration on a scale the auto industry has rarely seen. This level of control gives BYD an almost unfair advantage in pricing, production, and innovation. They can move faster, adapt quicker, and outmaneuver competitors who are still dependent on outside suppliers. They're not just playing the game, they're changing the rules entirely, forcing the rest of the industry to catch up or get left behind. This is a story of compounding growth and flawless execution, building a fortress of competitive advantages that's nearly impossible to breach. Every patent, every innovation, every new factory adds another layer to BYD's lead. The momentum is building, and you're getting a front-row seat to the real force in the global EV economy. As the world wakes up to this unseen giant, the question isn't if BYD will change the game, it's how soon. What makes a true king in any industry? Is it the one who shouts the loudest, or the one who quietly builds an empire that others can only dream of? In the world of business, true power is rarely flashy, it's strategic, calculated, and often goes unnoticed by the masses. It's not the loudest voice but a deep wide moat, advantages competitors can't replicate. This moat is built over years, sometimes decades, and it protects the king from challengers who try to storm the gates. It's about having something so unique, so difficult to copy, that rivals are left scratching their heads. This company has built a fortress of cost and technology advantages. Their operations are a marvel of efficiency, blending cutting-edge automation with relentless innovation. Every corner of their business is optimized to outpace and outlast the competition. They produce high-quality EVs at prices that leave rivals stunned, thanks to owning the entire process from raw material to finished product. This vertical integration means they control every step, ensuring quality and slashing costs in ways others can't match. Their technological edge is years ahead, perfecting their own revolutionary battery while others scrambled for supplies. They didn't just follow trends, they set them, investing in research and development long before it was fashionable. They control their destiny, not relying on outside suppliers for the most critical EV components. By securing their own supply chains, they've insulated themselves from global shortages and price shocks that cripple competitors. Their scale is mind-boggling, churning out vehicles, batteries, and components at a rate that dwarfs competitors. This sheer volume gives them leverage, better deals, faster innovation, and the ability to weather economic storms. This creates a flywheel. Higher production, lower costs, more demand, and even more production. It's a self-reinforcing cycle that accelerates their dominance, making it nearly impossible for others to catch up. The leadership team has a clear, long-term vision, executing methodically for over 2 decades. They don't chase fads, They set the pace, always thinking years ahead and never losing sight of their ultimate goal. They've weathered storms, navigated geopolitics, and delivered on promises. Through trade wars, supply chain crises, and shifting regulations, they've adapted and thrived, proving their resilience time and again. This is quiet competence that builds real sustainable wealth. It's not about hyper headlines, it's about results, year after year, compounding into something truly extraordinary. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You won't want to miss this. Join us as we reveal the secrets behind this quiet giant's unstoppable rise. BYD started as a battery manufacturer in 1995, building the foundation for nearly 3 decades. Their deep battery expertise is their secret sauce. Why does BYD matter now? They've cracked the code for affordable, high-tech EVs for the mass market. While others chase luxury, BYD offers a massive lineup for every price point, dominating China and expanding into Europe, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. Their key growth driver, unparalleled vertical integration. They make their own batteries, semiconductors, motors, even the seats. This gives them insane control over costs and production. While others halted for chip shortages, BYD kept rolling. Globally, BYD is more than cars. They're an energy and transportation solutions provider. They build electric buses, trucks, forklifts, and even monorails. BYD is building the entire ecosystem for a cleaner, electrified future. Vertical integration is the key to BYD's dominance, setting it apart from nearly every other automaker in the world. While most car companies focus on design, marketing, and final assembly, BYD has taken a radically different approach, one that gives it control over every step of the process. Most automakers assemble cars from thousands of outsourced parts, a fragile, expensive system that leaves them at the mercy of suppliers. Each part comes with its own markup, its own delivery schedule, and its own potential for delay or disruption. BYD built a self-contained empire, controlling everything from lithium mines to battery and chip factories, all the way to the final vehicle assembly. This means they don't just make cars, they make the batteries, the semiconductors, and even the raw materials that go into them. This level of control means a massive cost advantage, no supplier markups, no extra profit margins, and no hidden costs. BYD can optimize every stage for efficiency, squeezing out waste and passing savings on to customers. They produce components for a fraction of what competitors pay, and they do it at scale, with state-of-the-art automation and robotics that keep quality high and costs low. This lets them sell vehicles at competitive prices without sacrificing quality or profit. Customers get more value, and BYD keeps its margins healthy. A win-win that's tough for rivals to match. It's a structural advantage that's nearly impossible for traditional automakers to replicate. Their legacy systems and reliance on third parties make it hard to pivot or catch up. Beyond cost, it provides resilience. Remember the global chip shortage. While other automakers were forced to halt production, BYD's in-house capabilities kept their lines running. BYD kept producing, thanks to in-house chips. They didn't have to wait for shipments or pay inflated prices on the open market. They're insulated from supply chain shocks, protecting production and profits. When others stumble, BYD keeps moving forward, building cars and capturing market share. Vertical integration also fuels rapid innovation. With every critical team under one roof, ideas flow freely and improvements happen fast. With engineers and designers working side by side, feedback is instant and new tech hits the market fast. There's no waiting for outside suppliers to catch up or adapt. Need to tweak a battery for a new model. At BYD, that's just another day at the office. They do it in-house. No delays, no endless negotiations, and no waiting for someone else's timeline. This agility keeps BYD on the cutting edge, allowing them to experiment, iterate, and launch new features faster than the competition. It's a self-reinforcing cycle of excellence. The more they control, the better they get, and the harder it is for anyone else to catch up. That's how you build an unbreakable moat, one that protects BYD's lead and ensures its place at the forefront of the electric vehicle revolution. Now, the crown jewel. BYD's Blade Battery. This isn't just another lithium-ion battery, it's a game-changer. Introduced in 2020, the Blade battery uses long, thin cells, cell-to-pack technology. The first advantage, safety. Its LFP chemistry is incredibly stable, passing the nail penetration test with no smoke or fire. This reassures consumers wary of EV safety. Second, the design improves space use. More battery material in the same space, boosting energy density by over 50% versus conventional LFP batteries. That means longer range and lower costs, hitting the sweet spot for mass-market EVs. The Blade battery is also more durable and doesn't rely on expensive, controversial materials like cobalt. Combined with BYD's scale, it's one of the most cost-effective EV batteries on the planet. This is the engine of their affordability, and they're not just using it in their own cars, they're selling blade batteries to other automakers, turning internal tech into a new revenue stream. BYD's ambition goes far beyond passenger cars. They're a diversified technology powerhouse with a global footprint. Their global strategy started with commercial vehicles, electric buses as a Trojan horse to enter new markets and build infrastructure. They've sold electric buses in the US for years and supply transit agencies across Europe. This commercial business is a stable, profitable foundation for expansion. They're also major players in electric trucks, forklifts, and industrial vehicles, electrifying logistics and ports. Now they're launching passenger cars worldwide, quickly becoming top sellers in Australia, Brazil, Israel, and Thailand. Their strategy: high-tech, stylish vehicles packed with features at prices that undercut the competition. They're building factories in Hungary, Brazil, and Thailand to serve local markets. Beyond vehicles, BYD is a giant in energy storage, building battery systems for utilities and commercial clients. They're attacking the future from every angle. Let's talk numbers. BYD isn't burning cash on promises, it's a financial juggernaut. In 2023, BYD sold over 3 million new energy vehicles, making it the world's top EV and plug-in hybrid seller. This scale drives explosive revenue growth and expanding profitability. Thanks to vertical integration and blade battery production, their margins are improving. They're proving you can make money selling affordable EVs, a puzzle many rivals haven't solved. Their balance sheet is a fortress: healthy cash, manageable debt, and self-funded growth. No constant shareholder dilution here. This financial discipline provides a margin of safety for investors. BYD currently carries a market capitalization of about $115 billion. Investors are paying a significant premium for growth, with a price-to-earnings ratio of 63.5, reflecting expectations that the company's rapid expansion will continue. In 2024, BYD reported earnings of 20 cents per share, highlighting modest profitability, while it continues to invest heavily in production capacity, technology, and international expansion. Revenue for the year reached 777 billion Chinese yuan, a figure that underscores the company's strong sales both domestically and increasingly abroad. Net income came in at 40.25 billion yuan, demonstrating that despite the high valuation and ongoing investment in growth, BYD is generating substantial profits. For investors, BYD represents a compelling mix of opportunity and risk. Its scale, ambitious growth strategy, and foothold in the fast-growing electric vehicle market make it a company to watch closely. At the same time, the premium investors pay for its shares reflects high expectations, meaning the stock's performance will be closely tied to BYD's ability to maintain momentum in sales, profitability, and global market expansion. Despite market leadership, BYD's stock often trades at a discount to hyped-up rivals. The West is still waking up to BYD's scale and tech prowess. For investors willing to look deeper, this is a compelling opportunity. The numbers tell a clear story. BYD is firing on all cylinders. This is a world-class company. No investment is risk-free. BYD faces real challenges. The biggest: geopolitics. As a Chinese company, it risks tariffs and political pushback, especially in the US and Europe. Protectionist measures could slow expansion and impact profits. Competition is fierce. Global automakers are pouring billions into EVs, and China's domestic market is crowded. Price wars could erode BYD's hard-won margins. Scaling globally is tough. Different consumer tastes, regulations, and building brand recognition from scratch. Any missteps could slow momentum. Technology risk is real too. If a competitor leapfrogs BYD with a new battery breakthrough, their edge could vanish. BYD must keep innovating and investing in R&D to stay ahead. The bigger they get, the harder it is to manage. But understanding these risks is key to making smart investment decisions. Stay vigilant and informed. Excited by BYD's story? Remember, picking one stock isn't a complete strategy. You need a framework. Value investing. It's about buying great companies at fair prices, not chasing hot tips. Do your homework, understand the business, and invest for the long term. If you want to learn how to analyze companies like BYD, check out my value investing course. Link in the description. For those who want to go deeper, join my Patreon for exclusive research, portfolio moves, and a private investor community. Becoming a successful investor is a journey. Start by educating yourself. Whether through my course, Patreon, or your own research, build a foundation of knowledge. BYD is a fascinating case study in global business and technology. Learning to analyze it is a skill that will serve you for life. Don't just watch the future, be part of it. Take control of your financial future. Start your investing journey today. So, is BYD your ticket to becoming a millionaire? The potential is there. BYD is a global leader with durable advantages and phenomenal growth, but the path isn't without obstacles. Geopolitical risks and fierce competition loom large. This isn't a set-it-and-forget-it investment. You'll need to follow the story closely. The real question: can BYD replicate its domestic success in Western markets, or will trade barriers and brand loyalties limit its growth? Let me know your take in the comments below. Thanks for joining this deep dive. I hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. The world is changing fast. Big opportunities are often where few are looking. Do your research, build your knowledge, and make informed decisions. That's how you win the game. Hit like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives. Thank you for watching.